Alright, gonna have, both of you roll Resolve and Awareness.
With or without hunger?
No hunger.
Okay.
I got squat.
Cool.
I have 2 successes.
Okay. So, Zeta, suddenly light starts appearing. Things feel real blurry. Your muscles are aching. The blurry images around you shape themselves into something tangible. Walls. You look out and see you are holding on to a chain, gripping at it, strongly pulling it. You hear yourself shouting until everything becomes clear and you become totally aware of where you are and what you're doing. Right now you are chained to a wall from a collar around your neck and also restraints around your wrists. You are pulling at the wall where the chain was. At your feet, there is a dead human, seemingly drained of blood. When you look around, you are able to hear near you but out of reach Lilith also screaming, but also completely in a frenzy, tearing at the wall, running up the wall, not themselves, unable to control themselves, it seems. Behind you, there are bars, as though you are a prisoner. Sitting against those bars, you can see Mandy's back. Mandy is sitting there, seeming to patiently wait for you.
Mandy, what is going on?
Mandy sits up and turns around and sees you and just goes, "Fuck. Oh, about time." And she opens the door to the cell, and after unlocking it with a large iron key, and comes over and takes that same key to your restraints, undoing them. While she does this, she tells you, "You've been in torpor. When you came out, you were in a frenzy. We figured you would be, so for your own safety and the safety of the other kindred that helped pull you out of torpor, we chained you up. But welcome back." And as she finishes talking, she completely lets you out of the restraints. And it's like, now we just wait for Lilith to come out of her frenzy. Are you okay? And for the record, you are conscious, you're aware of everything that's going on, but you are exhausted. Some of your fingers are missing. You have holes in your body, holes in your arm. but not bleeding like you should be. Your clothes are ripped apart, and it feels difficult to move very quickly.
I feel like absolute shit. Everything just hurts.
Yeah, welcome to coming out of torpor. So, what do you remember?
We were at the meeting that Cass told us about. Somebody showed up and started beating the crap out of us.
Yeah, it's about right.
What happened after?
Cass tried to escape with Henry. I got Henry back. Right now we are under Amir's house. Henry is locked in the bedroom that Amir has prepared for him. And he's going to remain there until we feel that he's gone without blood long enough. Cass, I let leave. Hopefully, he figures that's good enough for the end of the boon I owe him. If not, I'm gonna have to stay away from him. I don't know, based upon everything that I've seen and everything that he has done, I don't know who he is. And I don't know if he knows himself either. So for now, I'm just gonna say that he's another Camarilla prick that I need to stay away from. As she is telling you this, you hear some footsteps coming down something metal. Sounds like a ladder down this kind of like cave entranceway. Then those steps turn into dirt, and you see that it is Countess Markov. She has holes in her as well, and she is limping toward you and just says, "Thought I heard that you were up and about, Zeta. Good fight, huh?"
Yeah, it was a good part. Looks like we barely got out of it.
Well, your sire's a real fighter. Your sire's been doing this longer than most of us have, that's for sure. The only person I think's been doing it longer is the sheriff. He's here too, by the way. I think he's just waiting for Lilith there to be done trying to yank the chains out of the wall. Kindred may be strong, but Tenorio put those chains in himself. Make sure he couldn't pull them out. So, how are you feeling? First torpor. A lot of us have never been through one. This is my second. Forgot how shitty it felt.
This is absolutely worst I've ever felt.
Always remember, this is what the Camarilla wants you to feel. Fuck the Cammies.
Looked like they didn't want to feel us anything anymore.
That's true too. Except for servitude. That's about it. So, it's been a while since I fought alongside Gangrel. Y'all really scrap good.
If my memory serves me correctly, you went down first, right?
Listen, don't remind me. Everything else hurts. I don't need my pride to be hurt too. Listen, fucking... I wish that it was at least a Bruja took me down. I gotta explain how a sneaky fucking Bana Hakim did this to me. Assholes. Assassins. Oh well.
Are all of the Banu Hakim that strong?
Nah. Camarilla just know a lot of old people. That's pretty much it. You're not even a citizen of the Camarilla until you've been alive for about 200 years. That's the way they treat you, basically. Cass has got a long way to go. At this, Lilith, you will also gain consciousness. You feel yourself regain composure as your teeth are cracked, gnawing on a chain that you are trying to pull from a wall until everything around you becomes clear.
So Lilith she comes awake. She is, of course, growling, gnawing on the chains. She stops, looks at what she's doing, spits it out. She's going to look around. She's going to see Mandy and Zeta and the Countess. And she's just going to kind of spit blood out of her mouth and just go, fucking hell. That was a good fight, wasn't it? We kill the bastard?
Mandy everyone looks over to you, and Mandy just nods, coming in and unlocking the door with the key, just going, yeah, we killed the bastard.
What about the Banu Hakim?
Oh, that's the bastard we killed.
Fuck! we can get. Ow! Holy hell, why does torpor always fucking hurt so bad when you come out of it?
That's just the way torpor feels. Just a reminder to all of us that we're cursed and not blessed, you know.
I've been cursed ever since I got hit in the back of the head with a shovel in a rock long ass time ago. Uh, and she stretches, looks over at Countess Markov. Oh, hi, cutie. Nice to see you here, too.
She, with her throat mostly torn out, just goes, "Yeah, good to see you too." Mandy just says to you, Lilith, Henry is locked upstairs. This is Amir's basement. Up there, we're just gonna let Henry cool his heels until he starts begging for blood. At that point, we might believe anything he has to say. But not a moment sooner. I let Cass go.
Lilith is definitely going to growl at this point. Hey, you let him go? Or did he run away trying to save that pretty little face of his?
He tried to run away. I caught
I
him, and then I let him go.
She just growls.
It should be known by now. Cass is banned from the Anarch territories on penalty of blood hunt.
He probably ran as quick as he could right back to the prince's chamber, trying to get that little head pat.
Well, before we discuss that, let me go get Tenorio. And she leaves the three of you. And you can hear her going up the ladder.
And Zeta,
Sorry, what?
first time in torpor?
Yeah, and I never want to experience that again.
Happens from time to time.
Countess says, torpor always feels like it doesn't go away. You're in for a rough week.
You know what you do. You get out there. You go to one of the clubs and you find a human that is just hopped up out of his or her or their gourd, and you just take that blood and it'll help the hangover go away.
Actually, You ever meet Simone in Berkeley?
It's familiar.
Toreador. Anarch Toreador. Anyways, she taught me this neat little trick. My new method, and what I'm definitely doing when I go home tonight, I'm going to drive as recklessly and as fast as I can, get myself pulled over, and do a Toreador trick to see if I can get that cop to escort me home. And then I will escort him to my basement. That'll feel good. Oh.
What'll feel good is just to shift and just hunt and let my anger out.
Okay. Yeah, I forget you gangrel like that.
Might go back to old stomping territory. Maybe back to where my pack used to hang out. Forget, for at least a bit, having to pretend to be Camarilla. Letting go of some of the anarch restrictions.
Believe me, they ain't gonna let you back in the Camarilla.
Trust me.
You're anarch for good now.
Trust me. The only thing I want from any Camarilla I see is to be able to drain them dry and just feel their life force ebb out of their body and just right down my throat. Especially a certain La Sombra bitch.
Hey, is that Consuela you're talking about?
Hey, that would be the one.
Yeah. I almost got her in the war.
You know, she used to be one of us. She defected, the coward she is.
I know. That's why I couldn't get her.
She defected about the same time that bastard of a cardinal hauled ass and left all of us loyalists, our fate, cannon fodder, to him and his little fascist buddies could just escape. And that's why I have such desire for revenge on them, as much as I have desire for revenge on the Camarilla. But you anarchs, you took me in, made me one of you.
We always offered an in for the loyalists. What sucks is that it took a war for any of you to accept an offer. And then, most of y'all went to the fucking cammies anyways. But that's a conversation for another time.
Yeah, but there were still some good ones that their little black hearts were in the right place. And she just kind of gets quiet and looks away.
You hear footsteps down the ladder once more. Joining you is now Tenorio, who at times going through this cave has to duck to not hit his head on the 8-foot high ceilings. He enters and stands over all of you and then simply says, "Do you want to talk down here, or do you want to talk upstairs?"
I would like to get out of this dungeon.
Good.
I'm good wherever, but I think that probably elsewhere from here would probably be best.
All right. Mandy, clean this shit up. And Mandy just nods and gets to work retrieving a bucket and a mop and what looks like several bottles that are labeled acid. And Tenorio follows all of you up the ladder. When you go up the ladder, you find that you are directly in the middle of Amir's living room. The coffee table in the center has been pushed away. And when you go right on up, you can see that there is an indent of the floor that is moved, and the coffee table would go on that. And it almost seems too uncanny how perfect that groove would fit in. You would never know that it was there. And it would also never look like it was something that could be lifted and taken out of the floor. It looks too perfect. When you get up there, you can see that Amir is in the kitchen and is currently doing some sort of alchemy. He looks over at all of you, does a little half lips curled in smile at all of you, and just continues with what he is doing. You also see that there are several kindred that some of you may have or may have not seen. I will name them. There is Bruce Dover, who is the Baron of Oakland, a Bruja, sitting on one of the couches. There is Daniel Coswell, the Baron of Diablo, sitting on the couch as well. There is Artemis Fletcher, a Baron of the North Bay, a Ventru, sitting on the couch as well. Darius Carter, the Baron of Berkeley, a Bruja, sitting on the couch. Mabel Sparrow, a Malkavian, the Baron of the Delta, sitting on the couch as well. Besides that, there is the sheriff and yourselves all in this living room. There are other comfortable couch chairs for you all to sit in, and they seem to indicate that they want you all to sit and make yourselves comfortable.
I will sit down in a chair,
All right.
like an armchair.
Mm-hmm.
Will Lilith will actually sit down on the floor, kind of in a cross-legged position, but where she can lean her back up against a wall.
All right. And Countess Markov also sits in a chair. And Bruce Stover begins and goes, "Hello, I am Bruce Stover. I'm the Baron of Oakland. Myself and Darius, we're the closest barons whose province meets Rockridge, where this encounter happened. You may know Daniel Coswell, gangrel of your clan, also the current acting Baron of Diablo, Mabel Sparrow, Baron of the Delta, whose province we are meeting in right now. We have heard from the Countess, we have heard from Mandy. Start with you, Zeta. What do you remember happening?"
Like, at the station? Or
Yes.
before that too? Okay. I was up on some rocks then, and was looking at Paz and Henry, who met with someone. I didn't know who yet. And they started fighting, and that was our signal to get involved, and I started running as fast as I can to get there. And we fought that guy, and yeah, we got knocked out, and apparently Mandy won that fight.
How about you, Lilith?
Let's see. Henry and Baby Fang Cass were on the platform. They started fighting and making a commotion, which was the signal for us to come running in. I remember running in, and Countess Markov was already there. And let me tell you, I am fast, but I gotta give it to the Countess. The Countess is hella fast. Anyways, we get up there, and there is this big bastard just standing there. Big Bono Hakim talking all this smack, and Baby Fang is way at one end. Henry is kind of slumped over on the platform, and we go in and we just start trying to kick this big bastard's ass, and we're all getting in some decent hits. He's getting good hits back on us. At one point, I remember the Countess going down, and I just kept fighting. It was Zeta, and at this point it was Zeta and Mandy and myself, And at one point, I just said, fuck it. I let myself frenzy, and everything just went black from there until I woke up chewing the chains like a good puppy in your basement.
Alright, all those accounts seem to add up. Could either of you see what had happened to Henry?
By the time I got up there, and I was the second one up there after the Countess, Henry was just kind of slumped over. But I have no idea what actually happened to him. He looked like he got hit hard, but I mean, it is Henry, and not to be mean or anything, a good stiff wind could double him over.
The Bruja all kind of smirk. Zeta, did you see anything that happened to Henry?
From where I was, it looked like he got stabbed. And when I joined the fight, I didn't care what he did or how he looked. I just had that guy in my vision.
Understood. We found a knife wound in his gut. Interesting. All of you may have been in torpor too quickly, but did James Castle try to help any of you in the fight?
Lilith just snorts very condescendingly.
Not that I saw it.
Did he try to take Henry away?
He had Henry at one point draped over his shoulder, and he was making a very, very quick getaway under the cover of us getting our asses handed to us towards the exit of the BART station. So I would say yes.
Mabel
I
Sparrow.
didn't see anything.
Mabel Sparrow says, if Cass was working that hard to try to save Henry, Henry probably is extremely valuable to the Camarilla. To which Darius says, a fucking Tremere apprentice valuable to the Camarilla? Doesn't sound like the Tremere I remember. There's a shout from the kitchen from Amir. It's like, doesn't sound like the Camarilla I remember either. Then why was Cass trying to save Henry?
Under her breath, Lilith just kind of looks down and used to save himself.
Sorry?
Oh, I don't know, maybe Cass was just trying to save himself and Henry was the excuse? But I don't know anything. Don't take that for gossip or word, or I'm just very angry at a certain Toreador right now. that it's a good thing he's banned from Anarch territory.
Is it any of your opinions that Cass has abandoned any resentment toward the Camarilla that he already had? Do we think that he is full Camarilla and this was the sign? The Countess just goes, I think that Cass is just confused. I think that he still thinks that the Camarilla can save him. He said, or according to what Mandy said earlier, Cass indicated that it might have been a trap. Is that right for you guys? Do you remember Cass telling y'all it might be a trap?
As much as I want to rip his head off at this point, I think Cass could potentially come around. We know that Cass has already been threatened by the prince. I think that Cass has misplaced ideals, noble as they might be. I think they are misplaced. He has shown that he is willing to take in those who the Camarilla would toss away like garbage. I agree with the Countess. I think he is very confused of what he wants to do and where he wants to be. I think he still thinks that there is good within the Camarilla.
Countess goes, yeah, a fucking liberal. That's what he is. Ugh.
Snaps her fingers and just points at the Countess. The Countess said,
Darius then says, we are going to send someone to try to recruit another different Toreador. We're going to see how Cass potentially reacts to this. This is his last chance. If you believe that James Castle is truly not afforded the label of being full Camarilla, then he will have nothing to say to stop one of his own from joining us. We need one of you in position in, say, a month from now. Do you think you can do it, Lilith?
Sure. I'm down for anything. I like to play games. I'm always up to help the anarchs.
Good. Then we will assign you a meeting place. A place where you will meet this Toreador. From there, you will be able to tell us their willingness in joining us. And if we plan this correctly, you can give us a further report on whether Cass is truly our enemy or whether he is our friend. How does that sound?
Sounds good. I don't think he's our enemy. I think he just needs a good push so that he can see what the Camarilla really is.
Sheriff Tenorio says, we aren't afforded the luxury of being able to walk every fledgling by their hands until they're grown up to make decisions for themselves. If we do not push him hard enough, it is up to him to go in the right direction before the Camarilla pushes him off a roof.
It shrugs and goes, he wouldn't have survived long in the Sabbat.
Lilith. Go for a walk. Go where you need to be. Hunt. We will contact you when we are ready.
Okay. She gets up, goes over, offers Zeta a hug, and offers a hug to the Countess to see if Countess will give a hug back before she walks out the door and heads out for her hunt.
The Countess attempts a hug at first and then freezes and goes, how about a handshake?
Zeta will definitely go for the hug, no matter how much it hurts.
Very good.
And with that, Lilith departs.
All right. Once Lilith is out the door, then all of the Baron's eyes, everyone in the room, their eyes fall directly on Zeta. And the sheriff says to you, are you sure you still want to do this?
Yes, I am.
Very well. The sheriff walks away. Countess follows. And you are left only with the barons. The barons say to you first, Mabel Sparrow, she goes, we have to find out who is going to be the newly appointed Camarilla Prince, the one to declare praxis, should Vanavar be challenged. We need to know who's on deck in Mabel Sparrow's coup d'etat. We need you to go to more meetings. Understand?
Yes, I do.
Babs is still not in contact with us, and it is unclear if she will reach out for contact with you. We need you to go back of your own free will, of your own volition. We'll let you know when a time is good. She may not like that. She may suspect you as having another agenda. To be clear, you do. But what I want you to give the impression of is that you wish to see a regime change in the Camarilla sincerely. You want that. It is something you desire. As long as Babs thinks that that is what you want, she will help you. Darius then says to you, have you read the Book of Nod yet?
I have skimmed through it.
Get to know it a bit more. One of the ways that you can seem more on board with this process is if she thinks you care about the Sabbat cause. There's something that we didn't want to say when Lilith was here. Once a Sabbat, always Sabbat. Understand, every single person, every kindred that has ever been Sabbat will always wish for things to be that way. Make it seem like you are interested too.
I will.
All right. Mabel Sparrow gets up and goes, well, in the meantime, head on back to your home and consider talking to Jack Wolf about getting a real home. I know you live in a cave. Probably more people know that too. At least have the appearance that you live like a normal human, in case hunters start trying to figure out where you live.
If I have to. Okay.
Artemis Fletcher stands up and just goes, Gangrel just want to live outside. I don't know what it is. Could give them a nice house. You could give them a palace. They're just like, nah, I'd rather live in the cave.
Palaces are too big.
Artemis stops in her tracks and just goes, yeah, said every uninteresting person in history. And, to that, Bruce Dover just goes, don't listen to what Ventru have to say. It's not worth it. yeah, that is how we are going to end the first part of this session, y'all. So that was our Anarch moment. Pretty soon we're going to switch over to our Camarilla moment here. So Lilith is going to stick around. Sin is going to stick around to play Lilith a little bit later. But Dara, who is playing Zeta, is going to go to bed. So Dara, thanks for being here.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Take care and sleep well. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Bye. Bye, Dara.
Bye.
All right. So I am gonna pull up our Camarilla members. We have Cass and Valora coming in.
It's pulled into stream.
Hi.
No, yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, is that the voice of Jen is online and
That's
that I haven't heard in
me.
so long?
It's been so long. I join as much as
Beautiful
I
and
can, but Valora's out here making movies.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
She's a star. Got things to do.
Wonderful and beautiful Jen is online.
Hi, Sin.
It's good to, well, even though our characters aren't interacting, it's good to be in a game with you again.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited. Whee.
All right. So, yeah, this should be exciting. As I said, we are now traveling over to the Camarilla side of the story. This is 1 month after the events of what we just had with the Anarchs. So a month later, Cass, setting the scene just with where you are currently. You are, of course, at Redstone Media in your office doing your work as usual. Organizing schedules, doing all that, and trying to, you know, keep your itinerary open for any such matters that the Camarilla would have you do, while also making sure that you do your job that you are expected to do as a big-time movie producer. And also, to set the scene for Valora, you've been away in Prague for a month, shooting the aptly named A Vampire in Prague.
A Vampire in Prague, yes.
So,
Where I pretend to be a vampire. 'cause
indeed,
I'm
yes.
not a vampire.
Mhm.
Duh.
Indeed, indeed. But you have returned now, back to San Francisco. You've been back for only about a day, but you have reasons to be going back to Redstone Media. Reasons that James Castle isn't exactly privy to quite yet. But before we get into all that, I would like to just have our players introduce themselves. I'll start with Hero. Introduce your Kindred. Say a little bit about who he is and all that.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm playing James Castle. He, him. He's a movie producer, like Astrid said, for Redstone Media. Part of the Camarilla, technically. And in certainly in hot water with the Anarchs. He's a young and up and coming Kindred, within the clan and within the movie world. So that's James Castle.
There you go. And of course, the wonderful Jen is online. Please tell us a little bit about Valora.
Valora is a preppy, beautiful, succulent is the word that comes to mind. Vampire goddess. Everyone wants her, and if they don't, she makes sure that they do.
course.
She gets all the roles that she applies for, or auditions for, rather. And a lot of times she doesn't even have to audition because people want her so bad. So she's just highly wanted.
Indeed.
She there's a lot under the covers.
Yes, there is also a lot going on behind the scenes with Valora. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons that you can go to Redstone Media without your sire, Roman, being there is because that is one of the few places where Roman sees no reason to be in your place of work. So, we're going to start the scene with you. It looks like the paparazzi's found you again. You are right at the gate of Redstone Media, but it doesn't look like you're going to have an easy time getting through. The driver is struggling, honking the horn a little bit to try to get there. Security is trying to clear the way, but it's not looking very successful. And you're just outside of Redstone Media, and people are trying to take pictures. And, of course, there's people outside with their cameras yelling, Valora, how about a shot for the Times? And things like that.
Oh, of course. And she just turned and very, fake celebrity smiles, poses that have been practiced in the mirror. She, turns around and stands there as long as they do. She's got time.
Certainly. Just posing up in front of Redstone Media. Cass, it doesn't take you long to notice in your the feed of the security that you have, and the only camera that you have any care about is pointing right at the entrance, and you do see Valora's car out there, and Valora, with the windows down, just posing for the paparazzi that has blocked the only road into Redstone Media.
This is gonna be a long night. Cass is gonna call security.
Wow.
And ask why our guest hasn't been permitted to enter the building.
Okay. Security answers you saying, it's like, well, we want to, but they're just kind of blocking the way. We're trying to clear them. She's cleared, obviously, but it's just kind of too many bodies in the way of her vehicle, sir.
Okay. Thank you. And then Cass will hang up the phone and then go to the window. And look out the window, pull the blinds just apart to look just with his own eyes. Tapping his foot kind of thing.
Just at an echoey distance, you hear, "Oh my gosh, no, of course, thank you." I have all day. You take as many as you want.
James goes to the elevator.
Don't forget to get my good side.
One of them says, so, a vampire in Prague, do we have a release date? Has editing started yet? Do we know any of these things?
Well, if you take a look at my socials, you would know.
And they all just pull out their phones and just start.
At Valora on the spot. Follow. Thank you. We're going towards 1 million. Thank you. Did you follow? Did you do it? Let me see your phone.
Of course.
Show me your phone.
They're all showing.
Great,
the
thank you.
phones, showing the follows and everything.
Good. Oh my god, I feel so loved. Wow, thank you.
They just go, are the rumors true that the entire movie when you were in the scenes had to be shot at night?
The movie is set at night.
How close is Cass to getting outside?
You can hear the conversation, so you could theoretically shout. You're within shouting distance.
Like, if the movie is set at night and I'm playing a vampire, it kind of makes sense that I would be at night. So it's not really a rumor if that's just sort of what the production planned.
Well, certainly, but the even the sound stage that the Europeans wanted to set up for you, even with having night as an artificial setting, you refused that, I heard.
Where are you getting your research from?
All right, Cass, you're there.
Cass is going to use awe.
Okay. Valora,
I would like to also use awe.
Okay. For a moment, every eye turns away from Valora to look at Cass, but then now the eyes are split between Cass and Valora.
Oh my
Some of them
goodness.
caught up in your
side-eye
beauty
Cass. I'm
and-
like, no, this is mine. We shine brighter.
Oh my
Whoever
goodness.
sparkles a little bit, just a little bit brighter.
Oh my god. Give it up for Valora. Isn't she great, everyone?
They do clap as you have
Cass.
instructed.
So lovely to see you. Cass is going to come over and, walk
I'll do
through.
like the once you get there, she'll do like the cheek kisses, the very like fake
Yes. The
Yes.
mwah, mwah.
mwah, mwah. Yeah.
So good to see you.
I'll get
Oh
some
my
of both of
goodness.
us, like while we're chatting.
Of course, the pictures have not stopped at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Don't forget to
Well-
rumor that we're dating.
And then someone's just like, this just in. It looks like James Castle and
Oh my
Valora
God.
are dating?
You're going to get me in trouble, Valora.
It's tea, okay? They eat
Well,
up.
Some of the rumors are true. The movie was actually shot at night. It was a directive decision that we made about the movie. We're shooting a creature of the night, and so it only makes sense that we would also shoot our picture at night. It's something that I'm. One moment, sorry. Something that I'm coining as method cinema.
Method cinema. They all look enraptured by what you just said. Like, the dictionary will have that term tomorrow, basically, with the way that they're looking at you.
And Valora was so accommodating to our shooting practices. In fact, everybody on the set was incredible. We couldn't have pulled this off without them. So thank you to all of them. But I'm sure Valora is tired from her shooting and her traveling. So I would just ask that you give us a moment, and then I can give you your star back to you.
All right. Daddy Cass is pushing you along now, and she'll like flip her fingers like away from her hands, very like a shoe fashion.
Yeah, they all leave, and they back off a bit, enough for the vehicle to go through, for all of you to go through and enter into the property of Redstone Media.
Anyway, hi.
Hi.
You can see like a physical change in her posture, just very like, all right, we drop it.
The mask has come off.
Yep.
I'm sure there were lots of great pictures. So.
One of them has to be great.
Oh yeah, there were like a million of them. So.
I mean, every picture of me is great, but the ones with you in them, I'm sure there's one. That's good. At least.
I'm sure I could pull off one picture.
Well, at least one.
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't we come inside?
Sure. I will follow you. Cass, inside.
All right.
I'll go to the office.
Into the unknown.
Yep, going past all the workers. Since your awe is still activated, there's just janitors drop their mops and go, oh, Look at them. And workers cleaning windows, people walking by with scripts. They're all just dropping it on the ground, just amazed by all of you. Just, oh my god.
Laura's just in like a constant state of flipping her nails back and forth, like checking her hands, like fidgeting with her fingernails, like she notices them, but she's not noticing them.
Of course.
Cass is doing the opposite and being like patting people on the shoulders and be like, "Great work, slugger." Like, yes.
Well, you reach the office, the fine office of James Castle. Valora,
It's my first time in your office.
Valora, you have your
Is it
own
really?
office as well, but just noting that. But for now, James Castle has taken you to his office, and it is very pleasing to the eyes, as you, a Toreador such as yourself, would expect.
Yeah, I'm curious. Cass, what does your office look like? I need a visual.
Okay. Visual. Gosh, I've drawn this out before, but it's been like so long, so long since I've done it. It has a rather long walk up. It has glass walls on the outside, but a rather long walk up to a large desk that's positioned like directly right in the middle of the room, away from the wall. It's adorned with similar to the rest of the building. It's got a lot of sculptures as well as plant life, so it's cold but alive and warm at the same time. Similar to me.
We love.
But well, please take a seat. I'm surprised to see you so soon after getting back from shooting.
Oh, I just have heard a lot of things, and I just wanted to catch up. We don't talk much, but we're both in the same boat in some ways. So
What boat is that?
apparently there's been some... She's like twiddling her fingers through her hair, like not looking at him directly. There's been some accusations.
The scandal.
Looking at you directly.
The scandal accusations, I guess. From who and about what? Ample question.
Oh, well, just between families and murder and whispers.
Sounds like a interesting dinner party.
Of sorts. Do you not know?
You can speak freely here in my office. It's fine. We're safe.
You hire an assassin?
Did I? Sorry. Did I hire an assassin?
Did you hire an assassin?
I did not hire an assassin. You mean the one that wanted to kick my ass? Is
that the tea? Is it not you that did it? Is it them that did it?
Oh
like
my goodness.
The details are so fuzzy. I needed to come to you. What is happening, Cass?
Well, I can tell you I didn't hire an assassin.
Okay, someone hired an assassin? Question mark?
Someone certainly did hire an assassin. Who, where are these rumors coming from?
Okay, so in Prague, did you know? I didn't know. But completely anarch territory. Filming was crazy. It was scary. But
Do you have any problems?
no.
Okay.
However, questions.
Yeah. surprised.
I was obviously busy filming and busy with my socials, and I didn't capture that my family was of sorts attacked. At least that's what I'm being told. But you're saying it's the opposite.
I'm
And that they attacked you?
well. Wait, your family was attacked. Okay.
I was pulled aside.
Okay.
She lowers her voice. I was pulled aside, and I was told that the anarchs are accusing my family. But my family, when I came home, is accusing the anarchs. And I need the tea.
Oh, well, the tea.
Who hired the assassin? Was it my family, or was it you?
It wasn't me. So that's interesting. When you say your family, who do you mean?
Well, my family, I guess, is really only Roman. But his family is the Camarilla.
Oh. Well, okay. Yeah.
But I don't associate with them. But they are still my family because they pay for everything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Now it makes sense. Got it. Probably. I don't know. Probably your family. Probably our family. My family. Yeah. Okay. So listen. I was just the messenger. Okay. I was told there'd be a meeting. Right.
Lower your voice.
Was told there would be a meeting, and the anarchs needed to attend, but I told them that it was probably a trap. I don't know. And they said, well, you have to come with us. And I said, well, if it's a trap, I really don't want to come with you. And they said, well, you have to. And I said, okay. And so I did. And guess what? It was a trap. And
okay, well, you're being accused of coordinating the whole thing.
Well, I'd be doing a terrible job of coordinating it if I told them it was a trap.
But if you didn't know that it was a trap, then how are you coordinating? I'm confused.
Okay, so
I
didn't know it was right now. Okay, about what?
She just if you just look over her shoulder, she just send tweet. I'm confused. The end.
Damn it. I don't know if it was a trap. It was a trap, but I didn't know that it was a trap before I got to the trap, you know? But I thought maybe it could be a trap because, of course, right? And so it was, but...
For you? Or you were okay, let me wrapping my head around this because, you know, I've got the wrinkliest of brains, but... So... You were lied to by the family. But you didn't know that? You were leading everyone into a trap, but they didn't tell you that you were leading them into a trap?
No.
So you just led them into a trap, but you were like a pawn.
Yeah, but I warned them and I said, hey, this might be a trap. I don't know.
Okay, but you're not even the tower on the chessboard. You're the pawn, the one that can only move 2 spaces.
Yeah. I'm just a little guy.
You're just a little guy.
Yeah.
We don't deserve this. I have to tweet it. Just send tweet. I'm a little guy. I'm just a little guy.
I'm so confused. I'm just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
God.
At this point, there is a knock on your door, on your office door.
It's glass.
This is why we were being quiet.
So
yeah,
just me hunched. Oh, so Valora has fully sat, and she's like leaning forward in like a shrimp fashion, and she's just aggressively shaking her head like as she's whispering. So like the sass is there, but it's all coming out through like this ridiculous body language. So when someone knocks, she's just like immediately sits up, fully straight, gaining like a full foot of height from her hunch.
Who is at the door? Looking out at the glass door.
Yeah, you can see
Who's
it's
out
one
there?
of your thin blood associates.
Oh, great.
This is one of the guys. This is one of the guys.
Yeah. Please come in.
He opens the door and it's immediately like, I don't know what's going on in here, but I feel compelled to tell you both that you are incredibly attractive.
Thank you. I
thank you.
know.
Anyways, hey boss,
Hey.
I heard that, well, two things. I heard, Valora, you're back in town, and
I am right here.
on
Present.
behalf of the Thin Bloods and Duskborn, we're happy to see you have returned.
Of course.
Second, boss, there's oh, maybe it's nothing.
It doesn't seem like you'd come all this way for nothing.
It's
Say it. I'm bored.
Now you heard Valora.
there's a bunch of owls outside.
Ooh, wait.
Okay. Yeah. That is something. Where?
Just on the like the fence, you know?
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate it. That is something. Feel free to let me know if you ever see a bunch of owls. That's a good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Can I get you anything, Valora, before I go?
Give me anything.
I like sort of shuffle my eyes back and forth between Cass and the Thin Blood, and I'm like, I was told that you serve a mean special cocktail.
Yeah, I can get
I would like that.
for you.
Thank
You
you.
want it in your office?
Right here is fine.
Okay.
She sort of like has sat with her decision and sits up straight and looks at Cass and then says, "Here is fine."
Here is fine.
Okay, I'll be right back. And he departs.
The
Closes the door behind him.
second the door closes. Okay, you know what the special cocktail is, right?
The what?
You know what the special cocktail is, right?
Is it blood?
No! Gosh, you don't know anything.
When did you get so close to the Thin Bloods? I'm sorry. What?
Okay, so I didn't. I was told to order the special cocktail, and it was told to me by an anarch. And so, the fact that they just knew what I was talking about says that they are spies. I say we kill them all. She says, like, leaning back, putting her elbow into her hand and, like, looking at her nails.
No.
No?
First off, no.
I'm pretty
No.
sure they're gonna bring, like, an agent in here that we're gonna
Oh yeah,
have to, like...
probably, because I think you told them to just now.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to, like, kill them.
No. No.
I mean, I will. You don't have to.
Why? Why? Who? Who are we
The
killing?
office is lacking.
No, the office is fine, but okay. First off, they came from the Anarchs. They can talk to the Anarchs. I don't control who they talk to. But second, we don't we're not fighting. We're not fighting here. We're not fighting in the office.
Hey, so they come in here and what do we say? I've now thrown us into this plan and you were not ride or dying me, so
I'm with you, but we don't we could just say, "Hey,
so
what's up?"
Are you not suspicious of the people working under you, working for the other?
Yeah, they're fine.
Are they fine?
Yeah, they're fine. They're
so
good
does that
guys.
mean that you're working with them?
With who?
The Anarchs.
I've done work with the Anarchs before. Our paths have
Okay,
crossed many.
I feel like you're keeping secrets. I'm not comfortable.
Listen,
Am I walking into a trap? Are you doing it again?
Do it again? What do you mean again? When did I trap you?
Right now. The door is unlocked, but I'm trapped.
Cass buries his head in his hands.
Remembers how difficult Valora is to deal with.
I've missed you, Valora.
Oh, I miss you. Am I gonna die? Is this what's happening? Did I just order the special cocktail, which is my own blood in a glass? Am I gonna be poured over a cup and just spilled from the neck, and then is some weird ritual into me turning into some monster? Is this what's happening? Did I just? I'm too pretty for this.
You know what? We'll take care of it. We'll figure.
I thought the special cocktail was supposed to be she starts fake crying. Was
Cass
supposed to be
stands up.
Like a sign. I thought I was doing good by
Turns around.
bringing up the spies in
Goes to
your
his liquor
workplace. She keeps going. And now I'm gonna die.
Pours a glass of blood.
So
This is my last glass of blood I'm ever gonna have.
Pours a second glass of blood.
This is my second to last glass of blood that I'm ever gonna have.
So there is another knock on the door. You see your thin blood employee there, and a woman that you have never seen before. You can tell she is Kindred. She is, however, dressed differently than you might have expected. She's wearing, designer clothes, what looks like a dress that someone might prepare for a Hollywood red carpet event. She has a beautiful, expensive-looking diamond necklace, and she has very well done brown hair that is flowing halfway in front of her right shoulder and halfway down her back.
Do you know this person? She the fake crying stopped immediately. No tears ever happened, but she just sits up and she's just fully do you know this person?
I think this is the special cocktail.
Okay, I was not prepared for someone this attractive. I mean, I can get prepared, but I need maybe 10 minutes.
See what I can do to buy you some time.
Anyway, yeah, you do that. She starts fanning herself.
Cass will get up and walk to the door.
All right, the dichotomy between thin blood in worker clothes versus this woman could not be different.
Mm-hmm.
And he just goes, I'm gonna go now. And he walks away. Leaving you with this woman in a stunning, beautiful, very fit, very chic burgundy dress. She says, James Castle?
Enchanted, and you are?
My name is Simone Johnson. We are of the same clan, from other sides of the bay.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. Castle extend a hand.
And she nods and brushes right past you and goes in and looks directly at Valora and just goes, "Ah, there you are. You are the one that I thought I was going to meet to begin with. Didn't know we would have company."
I'm sorry. I truly thought that I was uncovering some sort of uncoverable secret. And now I met with someone gorgeous. So, hi.
Yes.
What was I?
He said that you might be aloof.
I don't know what that means.
Indeed.
I'll take it as an compliment.
By all means, make yourself at home. Cass will go back to his desk chair.
So I was filming a movie and a person told me to order a cocktail and I didn't realize that this was like a sex thing. Is this like a sex thing? Like,
Is this a sex thing?
No, it's
Cass, you're at your desk. You stay at your desk.
I'm just here to observe, that's all.
Someone told me that you were not so interested in continuing to be a part of this family anymore.
Now who has secrets?
She says louder. Okay, so not necessarily. I just thought that since there was, murder and intrigue, that I should just disconnect. I'm already disconnected. I'm only attached through Roman, and I never wanted to be here. Cass knows this. At least he knows this as of me saying it 0.1 seconds ago.
So you wish to detach, and the only reason you are still involved is because of your sire.
Yeah, and he'll kill me, so I can't go. She's like nervously singing.
James Castle. Did you know this about Valora?
Oh,
Wide
extent.
sigh eye.
to an extent. She's not like other Camarilla.
Not like other girls.
Well, that's true.
You want to
I
be
just-
free, don't you, Valora?
Well, I want to be human.
To be human.
Which... It's just so boring being alive forever. But, like, I don't want to die horrifically. You know? Like, I want to, like, I don't know, get a cute cottage and, like, to find a cute girl or guy or whoever and, I don't know, have, like, 8 dogs. And then, like,
Certainly.
I don't
A lot of
know.
dogs.
Well, eat popcorn on a date? Like, go out with someone but then have them remember me the next day. Like, that would be nice.
You could also have immortal dogs.
I know, and I have one. Thank you.
There you go.
But I'm also kind of tired of him.
Now that sounds like a true kindred.
I feel bad saying that. I mean, they're great.
Something to understand. We feel bad because we are Toreador. We care. We care about the things that other kindred do not. We're still connected to our humanity.
I care so much. Like, if there was like a chart of caring, Cass, where would you put me?
On the so much end of the
That sounds
caring
sarcastic. I'll remember that.
chart.
I'm on the so much end.
So is this a recruitment pitch? Is that what this is?
Is that what's happening?
It is.
I thought that I was uncovering, like, spies for you, Cass. But the spy is this hot lady. Are you a spy? She, like, turns to the lady.
No. Everyone here knows that I am Anarch. I'm simply allowed in the territory.
Must be nice.
What has made you
Indeed,
allowed to be here?
Cass. What has made
Is it
me
because you're
allowed to be
gorgeous?
here? You invited me here.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
it's the drink.
Yeah.
She's, like, putting it together finally, I guess. Oh, I did this. The consequences of my own actions? Oh.
I will speak as clearly as possible, because I can see that you are in a hurry, and what I have to say will most likely involve a lot of thought and possible discussion. Cass, please do not feel that you should be away from this information. Don't feel like you have to close your ears.
Oh, no,
You
I'm
may
all
act
ears.
however you wish.
I'm gonna make a note in my phone because I don't remember things very fast. I mean, very long. I mean, whatever. I'm making a note on my phone.
I'm
Keep
sure
going.
you'll remember.
Okay.
A simple yes or no. Would you like to join the Anarchs?
Well, does that... Okay, it's not a simple yes or no because I need to know if if I am going to be freed from Roman.
I will answer that question after you answer this one.
That does not help me.
Let's suppose I said yes, you would be free of Roman. What would your answer
Then
be?
yes.
Very well. Then, tomorrow night, I would like you to bring a Roman to a designated place that we will give to you. There we will
tell him
kill
what to
him, and you will be free.
Can we do that? Is that a thing that I could do? I can't. I've never told him what to
Easily.
do before.
Sure, he'd listen.
I mean, he listens to you,
Who?
Roman.
Me?
Yeah.
He will
At least he
listen,
told me you're friends.
He will
Yeah,
listen
he lies
to
a lot, though. I don't know.
whoever he believes has the prince's ear.
Right. So you. Like, tiny little point with her finger right at Cass.
Yeah. I do still have the prince's ear, that's right, because I didn't blow my cover. So,
Is your cover that you're a thin blood? Like, working and you actually set up the murder and hired the assassin?
what? No, we've already been.
Oh, okay.
James
You want me to talk?
Castle, if you are willing. Perhaps you would like to give Roman a call.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Is this what you want, Valora?
I cannot stand going home. So,
I will
yes.
also make an offer to Cass while I am here.
Is that a sex thing?
No.
Damn it.
It is something that you may wish to know, James Castle. For right now, your banishment is for the sake of appearances. According to Countess Markov, according to Mandy, according to Zeta, you were just following orders. And if that is true, then we do not need to hold any grudge against you. We don't, currently. In this moment, I have been tasked with seeing whether or not you would aid somebody in betraying the Camarilla or not. And if you are, the Anarchs will welcome you back wholeheartedly, though with a certain subterfuge attached.
Are you sure everyone shares those same sentiments?
Lilith does not.
Right. You know, if I do this, it's gonna be hard to retain the prince's ear, I would imagine.
I don't think it will be.
How so? You don't think he's gonna ask questions when I lead one of his people into a trap?
I think all you have to tell him is that and by him I mean Roman, is that these are the prince's orders.
Where do you want him?
In the East Bay, in Albany, there is a place called the Albany Bulb. It is a place where many mortal artists gather and create sculptures of myriads of aluminum trash, soda cans, garbage, and from there they make grand sculptures. I can think of no better place to dispose of an honorary Toreador.
Appreciate the art and the plan. Okay. I'll do it.
I'm glad to hear it.
This is for Valora, though, just to be clear. So,
As long as it is not for the Camarilla.
Well, I mean, I was never, like, with them. Like, I just... Wait, am I allowed to talk? This is me talking moment.
You may
you're free.
always do as you wish, Valora, for that is the will of the Anarchs.
Interesting.
well, we also let people speak around here, too. It's, okay.
I mean, fair, but also, that's not the, like, usual. I like to, spend a long time on movies and a long time on doing things because going home just sucks. There's always more to do.
Indeed. Work is never done.
So you're promising her safety?
Of course.
Okay. Well, I guess if you have any goodbyes to say to anybody in the Camarilla territory, you should probably get those out of the way.
Tomorrow night, the Albany Bulb will be waiting. Farewell, James Castle, Valora. Oh, and if any of you ever need to look me up.
What's your at? What's your social? Is that not what we're doing? She's like holding her phone up like,
She just says, just come to Shattuck, which you would recognize as a street in Berkeley.
Well, hope to see you again.
And I hope to see you. And Cass, if you can, tell Sebastian I miss him.
Yeah, will do.
And with that, she walks out.
So I didn't know that was gonna happen. And now I feel like I'm the one that walked you into a setup. However,
Yeah, a little bit.
I thought that I was unlocking the secrets of your thin bloods. And, like, I was gonna be a hero. But now, this is you being a hero. And honestly, that's a movie script.
Well, I'll be sure to cast you in it if we get it made.
Thank you. I like to play the role of Valora.
I think you were born for that role.
Oh. What tells you that?
Well, cheers to a new life.
Avoiding complimenting me. But yes, cheers. She, like, holds the glass up that you gave.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I didn't expect to rely on you today. I was expecting to be a hero, as I said. But yeah, this is good, I think.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
It'll be okay. I mean, things are gonna be different. For sure.
That also means I'm not gonna have a house.
I'm sure they'll take care of you.
You don't want to be a hero here too? Okay.
Well, I mean, my house is in the city, so
Okay, well,
I'd let you
valid.
crash with me, but
It's in the same place.
yeah, it's not
Be
gonna
like
get
moving
you too far
across the
away.
street.
uh,
I'm moving away. Moves next door. Not the vibe.
yeah, I don't think they'd be too happy about that. The family.
Well,
I guess not your
thank you.
family anymore, huh?
Yeah.
Does it feel good?
No. But nothing has felt good since I was turned into a vampire.
That's fair. Well, maybe this will change things.
I just want to go watch a movie. Do you want to go watch a movie? I can eat popcorn. You don't have to. You'll get sick.
I'll enjoy it vicariously through you.
Perfect. Do you remember what was your favorite food you ate before you were a vampire? Do you have do you have memories of it?
Yeah. I do you not? Do you well, that's a different question. Yeah, I do. It wasn't that long ago, you know. It wasn't that long ago.
Right.
But I mean, is it cheesy to say popcorn? Is popcorn
The
a cheesy?
movies. Is that okay? Are we having a moment? Because I was gonna say popcorn.
Is that your favorite food?
It is. I have memories of eating popcorn on dates and wanting to be a movie star.
I am going to fast forward the scene
Mm-hmm.
into a time when, Valora, you did sadly have to go home to Roman.
Oh, good.
And Cass, you are preparing for your call with him. You wondered at first, kind of like, oh wait, I never got his number. But just going through, you see that as your office was getting its final cleaning touches from one of the Thin Bloods, one of them dropped a note that had just a phone number on it. Valora, you are back with Roman. When you enter, Roman greets you as he usually does. It's about time you got back.
Well, did you miss me?
We're gonna spend eternity together.
So, yes, is what I'm hearing.
So a month going by, I hardly knew you were gone.
Oh, okay. So no, you can just say no.
Tell me about James Castle.
What about him? He's got brown hair, he's got a beard.
Yeah, tell me.
Still short.
Was he doing anything important?
Making movies?
I meant for the Camarilla.
Oh. Making movies?
Fair.
Money? That's important. Is there like a secret underlying message? Like, am I supposed to be reading between the lines? Like, you know that I'm not good at that.
Oh, I know you're not good at that.
Oh, God. Okay, when you say it, it sounds bad.
Yeah, it is bad, okay?
Okay. Well, what did you want? What do you want me to say? What was I looking at while I was there? Walk me through my day since you want
He's
me
talking
to see
to the
things.
prince. I want to know if anything interesting is going on.
No, I don't talk to the prince.
I know you don't talk to the prince.
I know.
That would actually
So
make you
why would
fucking
I know?
interesting.
Well, why would I know what Cass is gonna say to the prince if I don't have
Whatever. Whatever.
Jurisdiction. That's the word I was thinking of.
At this moment, Roman's cell phone rings. He gets up and goes, "One moment."
You can
Picks
have
it up
two.
and answers. Cass, it will be you on the phone.
Oh.
He goes, "Hello?"
Roman, been a while.
James Castle?
Present.
So, Valora, you are there watching the one-sided conversation. If, however, you want to activate, I'm pretty sure you have in heightened senses, you could potentially hear both sides.
Would that be written on my sheet if I had that?
Yeah.
I do not.
Okay.
So I'm just vibing.
Okay. So you're hearing Roman's side of the conversation. Just goes, James Castle? Real? Sorry. I just haven't heard from you in a bit.
Yeah, we've been busy. But your name has come up a bit lately.
My name?
Yeah. 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 We've been looking for somebody that we could trust.
Well, the prince should know that he can trust me.
And that's why your name came up. He needs you to go to Albany Bulb tomorrow night.
The bulb? That's Anarch territory.
Yeah, we're meeting with a contact out there. You gotta keep things quiet about this, hence the trust. But there's concerns that there may be a rat in the Camarilla.
Hold on. With this, Roman is going to walk into another room and close the door.
Rude.
Do you know who it is?
That's what we're hoping to find out.
Okay, so... rat. Alright, and you want me to keep an eye out for... someone...
No, we'll have a contact meet you out there who says they have information. And they're willing to spill it for protection from the...
Classic. Anarchs can
Yeah.
never protect themselves.
What we're here for, though. So, go in and find out what they have to know, but this isn't something that that other people can hear about, I guess.
Of course.
It wouldn't look very good if the prince's rule was undermined. So, something he wants to keep very tight-lipped. You understand?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Now, Albany Park tomorrow.
Just me?
It'll be just you, but you shouldn't expect any issues. I'll be nearby.
Okay. You got it.
Okay.
The prince can count on me.
You've got this. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Take care.
Cass hangs up.
Okay. He's comes out of the door and he's like straightening his outfit and goes, guess who got a gig working for the prince?
Me.
Yeah, right. It's me.
Wow. That's exciting. Falling right into place, right?
Yeah. You're gonna
Everything
see.
you want.
Listen, when you're on the prince's good side, you end up getting good things. You think that
Right.
Cass over there's got that whole business industry just because he's good at making movies? Nah. You know the prince is pulling strings for him. Come on.
Okay.
And frankly, I've been waiting 110 years for this.
Well, I have good things that I got on my own.
Like what?
Like my career. Like your old favorite movies.
A career is immortal. I made you immortal.
I didn't. Mm-hmm.
I asked
So
you that
anyway,
night, okay? I asked you that night. When you said you wanted this to last forever,
Okay.
I said that I could make that happen.
Forever means like 4 years, and then you break up. Like, you don't even like me anymore.
That's because back then I thought you had some senses.
I have senses.
Yeah. Senses that I gave you. Senses that I gave you. Things that I did for you. You've never given me a goddamn ounce of appreciation.
I think you just misinterpret what appreciation is, and you want like a worshiper. I can appreciate that you brought me flowers 40 years ago.
I brought you more than that, too. I brought you blood. Brought you good blood, too. I brought you eternal fucking life. I elevated you into getting the fucking nicest condo on fucking Market Street.
When are you going to understand that happiness is not about the things you have, but the way that you feel? And I'm not happy. But...
Yeah, well, you know what? No, shut up. I honestly don't
Yeah.
care what you have to say, okay?
Ugh.
I am gonna make you more happy. Because tomorrow, I'm gonna be working for the prince. And once I get on the prince's good side, stars the limit, baby. You'll see.
And you're sure you want me there at the top?
Of course. Of
That
course.
doesn't sound real. Do you want to
No,
try
no,
again?
No. Listen. You're always a part of my life. You've always
Yep.
been, ever since I made you a part of my life.
Made is the word there. Made.
I wouldn't have
made.
embraced you if I didn't want it to be you. Come on.
That sounds like a lie.
Ah, whatever. You can believe whatever you want to believe.
Well, maybe as a celebration tomorrow after you get your job with the prince, we could go out to dinner. And by
Sure.
dinner, I mean the club. And by the club, I mean the
club.
back room. And by the back room, I mean the people who worship me.
You don't need all those people after you, babe. You've got me, okay?
Oh, yeah, but I don't have flowers, and I don't have appreciation.
I'll
and
get
I don't...
I'll get you some more flowers, okay? That'll make
You're gonna
you
bring
happy.
home flowers tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll do it after I'm done with the prince.
Where are you going to meet the prince?
I can't tell you.
Yeah, tell me.
Classified.
Oh, okay.
If the prince wanted you to know, he'd have told you himself. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going out tonight.
Where are you going?
I feel like grabbing one of those security people from Anya's building.
That sounds great. I feel like Fiji.
Whatever. He leaves and shuts the door behind him. And that's where that scene will end. We will... Well, first I'll ask you, Cass. Cass, do you want to be there?
Yeah, I will. I'll be there. I'll actually be there.
Okay.
I won't meet up with him, but like I said, I'll be within viewing distance.
Okay. Lilith, grabbing you back into scene. You are headed there with the Kindred of Anarchy. Countess Markov and the Bruja girls with bricks, bats, boards, and clubs. The Albany Bulb. It might be a cold night, Bay Area, if you could feel the cold anymore. They all start going into hiding. The Countess rubs your shoulder, Lilith, and says, "Why don't you meet him? Then he'll either think that you're the traitor or you're the contact. We'll see which one he thinks. Either way, once he starts talking, we'll come out."
Okay. Who exactly are we meeting?
It's a guy by the name of Roman, sire to some Toreador broad named Valora.
I know her. Seems a bit, full of herself?
I mean, you just described every Toreador.
Okay. Fair. Okay, so we're going to meet a Toreador. Oh, this will be wonderful. Now I understand why we have all the bricks and the bats and the hot Bruja babes.
Yeah, mission is simply this. We're gonna try to capture him. If not, final death is acceptable, but he can't get away.
God.
Also,
Okay.
there's a chance that James Castle will be here. If he is, we're gonna forego the banishment rule for now.
She immediately slams the brakes on the car.
Fuck, what the hell?
Shit. Sorry. Shit. Sorry. I did not mean. Hey, are y'all okay back there? Shit. Sorry, Countess, I apologize. I just was not ready to hear his name.
Listen, if he is there, it means that he's fine. It means that he was doing what the Anarchs told him to do. Okay? That's what that means. If he's not there, well, then maybe this was just a favor he did for a friend. But if he is here, then he did this for the Anarchs.
Get it. I guess the reason why right now I just am so pissed off at him is that the last I saw of him, he was running away while we were fighting for our lives. You had already been knocked out into torpor. And the fact that he left people that I care about to possibly die is why I'm so pissed. Because I know at times it doesn't seem like it, but I fucking care about Zeta. I care about Mandy. I care about you. I don't give a fuck if I die. That's how I was brought up in this world. But when someone endangers those that I care about, I've already seen it happen once before. She just like puts her hands on the steering wheel and lays her head on her hands. And she's kind of embarrassed to see that she just had this outburst.
Listen. No one needs to be ashamed of how they feel. You kidding? You're talking to a car full of brouhaha. You think we don't have outbursts of passionate rage sometimes? Come on. She says, trying to get you to laugh maybe a little. It's just, as Tenorio would put it, as Jack Wolf would put it, it's just business. Know this about the Toreador. All of them. They may have a lot of humanity about them, but they're always looking out for number one. That's in their nature. That's who they are. That's how they always will be. You ready to do this?
Yeah. Let's do this. Why couldn't I have been sired as a fucking Bruja? Hell, why couldn't I have had you as a sire?
Well, I've never been to Iraq.
That was I'll have to tell you about my dad sometime. He was why I was there. And she puts it back in gear and heads on.
All right. So, let's have a bit of a roll here. Everyone's favorite, Dexterity Drive. Cass, you go ahead and roll. And Lilith, you go ahead and roll. We'll see whose Dexterity Drive is looking better.
I 3 successes and 1 crit success.
Dang. Does blood come into this at all? Or hunger?
Oh yeah, just one.
One, two, three. 3 successes.
All right. Lilith, you will arrive, and as you park, the Bruja all exit and start heading toward the bulb. And the Countess just says, "Make yourself visible. Why don't you just let him think he's coming to see you?"
So Lilith will get out of the car and she waits for all of the Bruja to kind of like head off into wherever they're going to go and kind of disappear into. And then she hits the door lock button and sets the alarm, and she walks out into where all of these sculptures and all are, and she just kind of makes it like a show of that she is looking and is interested as a gangrel could be in junk art.
All right. After a bit passes, Cass, you arrive at the parking lot of the Albany Bulb, and doesn't look like there's anyone just in the parking lot right now. But there is a car that's coming down the road toward the Albany Bulb as well.
So there's no cars in the parking lot?
There's a car there, but there's one car there, but you don't see any people or anything.
Sure. So my plan is to, like, I don't know how the parking situation is, to, like, drive down the road kind of thing, and then maybe even just pull off to the side of the road, and then
Sure.
Yeah, be an observable distance, but go past where the parking lot is.
Sure. To find a good place to kind of like lay low, give us wits and subterfuge. This is not a social roll.
That is just 2 successes.
Okay. You're pretty sure you find a pretty good spot. A little further, you can see the Albany Bulb parking lot from there.
Okay.
Car comes and parks in the Albany Bulb parking lot. It's a nice looking sports car. When it gets out, you can tell it's Roman. Strangely enough, he's wearing a leather jacket that looks shockingly like yours, and it looks like his hair was done to be kind of like yours as well. Gets out and looks down at what looks like a watch, and he starts walking into the bulb. Now from here, once he starts to go into the park proper, you're not going to be able to see him.
Okay, so as he goes into the actual bowl proper.
Yeah.
Okay, I will try to tail a little bit. So I want to keep eyes on him.
Sure. Let's do dexterity subterfuge for you. Be sneaky.
Okay. Okay. Need more dice. Okay. 6 successes.
You are one sneaky Toreador. All right. You are following along as Roman is just going along the trail. Moon isn't out tonight, so the tide is not quite in. plenty of room to walk for him along the shore. You see that he is heading directly to this kind of clearing where a bunch of these sculptures made out of trash have been built. There, you also see the Lilith standing there. I assume you're smoking, Lilith. I'm just making an assumption.
She's definitely smoking.
Yeah. Lilith, I want you to do wits and awareness.
Blood as well.
Yeah.
Have to look for awareness. There it is. And I got one success.
Okay. Yeah, it just looks like this guy walking up. At first, you think it's Cass, but then you notice that the facial structure isn't right. But he's wearing his hair just like Cass does, and he looks like he has the same coat on. But it's definitely a different person. And yeah, he walks up and just goes, "Hey, you here to meet me?"
I don't know. What's the going rate?
Funny. Aren't you the gangrel? You were with the Sabbat, then you were with the Cam, then you were with the Anarchs. Are you back with the Cam?
Someone that obviously has a heart-on for James Castle, looking at the way you dress. But to answer your question, yes, that would be me. Little Miss Homeless.
All right. Do you have some information for me?
Actually, I do. I have a bunch of information for you. And she is going to attempt to reach out and just knock the shit out of him.
All right. How about some strength brawl?
I mean, if we're going to capture this dude, might as well get it on. And brawl is 10 plus blood. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. Well, there's a 1, so 3 successes, and we're good on the blood dice.
Okay. Contact. You hit him. He was not expecting it, and it nearly took him off his feet. And he kind of like shakes it off. Just, fuck. What the? And then when he gains composure, he seems to look past you. And he looks terrified. And you can just hear on the gravelly floor a bunch of feet. And rhythmic bouncing off of skin in the palms of people's hands. Wooden weapons. And yeah, they keep on walking up.
Okay, so we're going to give you an offer. You can refuse it. Now, here's what I'm offering. I was told we can either take you alive and capture you, or as much as you look like that cutie Cass, we're going to have to fuck up that outfit and those looks and send you to final death. The choice is yours. Which do you choose? Because these lovelies behind me, they're in the mood to really fuck someone up tonight.
I knew it. Fucking James Castle set me up. Fuck.
Wait, what?
God damn it. I ain't giving you no fucking information on the cam. You'll have to fucking kill me.
What's your final offer? You don't want to phone a friend? You don't want to get help from the audience? That's your final answer?
Fuck you, dog.
Oh. You think you hurt my feelings by calling me a dog? I've been called a dog my entire life. I've been called a dog by those who hate me. I've been called a dog by those who despised what faction I was in.
As you talk, the Bruja just keep getting closer, smiling. Keep going, though.
I was even called a dog by my own faction. You think calling me a dog is going to hurt? And she is going to, as she's talking, her claws are coming out of her hand, and she is going to do another swipe right at his throat.
All right. Strength brawl again. Cass, you can see what's happening. You see them closing in. And since they're being relatively calm, you just hear Roman say, it's like, I knew that bastard James Castle sold me out.
Great. Cass is gonna stick around until it's done.
All
So,
right.
4 successes on the swipe.
Okay. You connect. He'll take that damage. And as he cradles the wound, the Bruja all go in on him. In the blink of an eye, they are there. If he tried to fight back, it wasn't very effective. I'm just gonna roll for them real quick.
I mean, we offered him the chance to surrender.
Yeah, it is pretty brutal what they end up doing to him. As he tries to crawl away, Countess Markov just goes, "Oh, I love destroying beautiful things." And with that, she puts a foot on his shoulder and rips his arm out of his socket and begins beating him with it.
Never mind. You're doing exactly what I was going to say that would be awesome to see.
And before she goes to hit him another time, she throws his arm and then says, Lilith, you said that you knew this Valora, yeah?
Matter. We were at a meeting with Babs.
Right.
The one that Zeta was also attending, and Henry, which I know Zeta is telling you everything. So you should also know that Valora was also given a book, a copy of the Book of Nod.
Isn't that interesting, Roman? And Roman's like gurgling up some blood. Goes, no, don't look so delicious right now. I just want you to know that your girlfriend was way more interesting than you ever thought. Oh. You can see that Countess Markov is starting to get carried away seeing the blood now.
Countess, I know you're excited and you're getting a little hungry for all that blood, but I think it's a bit taboo, even in the Anarchs, to, tippy sip to the end.
Fine. She grabs both sides of his head and just begins pulling. Let's see if she can do it. She does. She rips his head straight off. From there, his body immediately decomposes rapidly. Final death. Valora, you feel it. It's like a weight that was around your neck is gone. And you know immediately, without anybody having to tell you, without having to see it, without even being around, he's gone.
Hey, yo. She's, I'm assuming on the couch she had spent the evening drinking and being sad.
Mm-hmm.
And so is not like belligerently drunk or anything, but is very like wine drunk, which is different.
Of course.
And is very loopy and is sitting on the couch. She like flops her head back, just lets out a whoop. I peeked my mic, but yeah.
Incredible.
It just echoes into the house that they have. Now she's sitting there alone.
Countess Markov is panting at what she has done. And she simply says, "You know, that Toreador was right. This is a perfect place for a Toreador to die. Beautiful trash everywhere."
I don't know if beautiful is what I would call it. It's trash in what should be nature. Much like, and she picks up just a little bit of the ash that's left. Like this bastard. Litter.
Well, she picks up his jacket and goes, "Want a souvenir?"
It would look better on you.
Maybe I'll give it to Sam. Couldn't hurt his sense of fashion, you know.
Anything's better than that dilapidated trench coat that he wears.
Agreed. All right. Cass, you make it back to your car, and you find that there is a piece of paper and a flip phone underneath the windshield wiper.
Castle, pick it up and take a look to see what's written on the paper.
The paper just says, "Thank you. You should call her."
Castle, get in the car and start driving. Drive past the scene, parking lot, the murder. Head back into the city. Is there a number written on the note, or is it just you should call her?
When you open the phone, you can see that it already has Valora's number ready to be called.
Okay. Yeah, Cass says he's driving back to the city. He'll give her a call.
Right, Valora, your phone rings.
Oh my god. She picks it up. Cass's number is saved in like code because her phone was monitored for a really long time.
Yeah.
But she knows who it is. So she picks it up. Hello.
So, how do you feel?
Good. I've been drinking. How do you feel? Are you drunk yet? It's late. It's wine o'clock, they say.
Well, I don't drink much these days.
That sounds like a trauma dump story for later.
I just can't hold the stuff down.
Sad.
Yeah.
If you were like thinking like you could like smell her wine breath like through the phone, like it's just she's basically like flopping her head from side to side and her hair is like all over the place. I feel good. I feel great. I feel sad and happy and weird and not weird, and what are other emotions? Those two, and
Yeah.
I want
Sad, happy, weird,
popcorn.
not weird.
Do you want to have popcorn? Do you want to come over and have popcorn with me? We can throw it up together too.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Oh, my house is empty. Except for it's empty.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a food.
There's a
but
food.
There's a person, but they're not my
Oh.
food. So I need to set them free. I'll do that before you get here.
Okay. Well, it's your last night in the city. How does it feel?
Gross.
Gross.
The house is gonna be empty. It's so nice.
Yeah. There's
can
nicer
afford-
houses.
I could afford a house like this. It's just like, maybe 2 square feet smaller.
I've seen your contract, so I'm sure you can afford something. Something that'll make do.
Oh my god. That's like tomorrow thoughts.
Yeah.
Tonight
that's
is
tomorrow
popcorn! Oh my gosh, we can watch a rom-com!
How about I pick one and you pick one?
2 movies? That's
night-
like a date.
Night's still young.
2. Okay, you know where I live. I'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon.
Mwah! She hangs up the phone. Just like tosses it onto the couch and then goes to like clean up.
Valora, you hear what sounds like someone collapse in the kitchen.
Am I hallucinating? Hello? Like a horror movie, like calling out hello into your house.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Oh, right. I don't need to be scared. I'm a vampire. She walks confidently into the kitchen.
There is one of the women that always served Roman here. Always cooked. Always cleaned. Always made sure that everything was spotless. Got the mail. Did the paperwork.
This person a human?
Just a human.
Okay.
Lying on her back. Holding her chest. Saying, "What is this? What's happened to me? Why do I feel so alone?"
What do you mean you're alone? I'll get on my knees next to her, but it's like a sloppy side sit. Getting a little too close to her face as she's actively having like a crisis. What do you mean? I'm right here. What? Are you... Do you have a heart... Humans have heart attacks. Are you having a heart attack?
I can't
Do you need me to
feel
call...
him anymore.
Oh, me either. You're not happy?
He was my whole life.
Same. But we weren't his whole life. And that's the tea.
What am I supposed to do now?
I don't know. You want to stay here? I have to move out. So, like, fucking free house.
He can't be gone.
You can move in with me. I need a person to do taxes and make pickles. What do you do? That. I need that. Are you okay?
She, there's just tears going down her face as she lies there, just limp on the floor.
You know, I've gone through a breakup before when I was human, and he ain't shit. That's real. And you look like you need a hug. Do you want a hug? They're cold, but I give good hug. I can get a warm jacket first and then give you a hug. You're not answering me. Do you want a hug? I just start poking and pushing her.
She just, lies there until it becomes a full-on, like, ugly cry that she starts doing.
This is not... Are you hungry? Are you hangry? Do you want... Oh, well, all we have is blood. Do you want alcohol? I have that. Do you want anything? I'm trying to be a girl's girl here. Okay, a girl's girl is gonna tell you that Roman is not it. But I might feel differently tomorrow. I'm very drunk. Do you want me to make it better? Do you want me to make your brain better right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
I sort of like very nicely, but drunkily, like push her, like start petting her hair a little bit, and like, okay, that's okay. Like sort of tuck her hair behind her ear while she's laying there, and I'm gonna use cloud memory.
Okay.
What is that specifically? I need to roll something.
Yeah,
I think.
How far back are you trying to, cloud her memory?
I'm gonna try to... How long has she been with us? Her entire life? Like, since baby? Or,
No.
Okay,
At least the past 10 years.
Okay, I was gonna say 10 years.
Okay.
I'll try. I mean, I'm
roll
going
the,
for 5. We'll see what happens.
Add your discipline.
Okay. It's 4 dice plus a blood dice, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Discipline. Oh, whoa. That's 4 successes.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's like the best I've done, I think. On just this? Okay.
So, all of this sudden hit with cloud memory it's unclear whether or not it worked, because she is now unconscious.
Right. Okay, you take good nap now. Except I'm gonna move you. I will pick her up and put her in her bed. I'm assuming she has. Actually, I'm gonna put her in Roman's bed.
Okay.
It's like big and plushy and like... Yeah, it's comfy, cozy. It's very opulent.
Of course.
This poor woman's gonna wake up with no memory in like the grandest bedroom.
Yeah. And
I just tuck her in.
Perfect.
And then I go down and prep for Cass to come over with movies.
Yep. Cass, you arrive pretty much right on cue there.
Cass, I have wine. Come inside.
Cass,
You're invited.
I have wine. Come inside.
Sorry, I stepped away for like literally just a second. And I
That's
heard,
okay.
Cass,
That
I
was
have
the
wine, come
second. I
inside.
have wine. Come inside.
Um,
You don't have to drink it, but I have it, so you should come inside.
I
That's
mean, yeah.
logic. What movie did you pick?
I thought. Well, I didn't bring any movies. I was.
Oh,
you know,
well, I have all of them.
Fair enough.
We've got a vault.
A vault.
No, we don't. It's called Netflix.
I'm in the mood for something classic.
Like Sleepless in Seattle classic, or like The Princess Bride classic, or like Vampire in Prague coming out soon classic.
I mean that is a
Anyway, get comfortable.
Future classic.
She like gestures to the living room.
I don't think I've ever been here.
No one was allowed here. I'm not allowed here tomorrow, at least.
That's true. That is
There's Valerie upstairs. I think that's her name.
Who?
She's the housekeeper.
Oh.
I wiped her memory since I'm leaving tomorrow, but at least I think I tried. We'll see.
Well, that's gonna be a strange morning for her tomorrow.
So she's sort of like walking around the kitchen, and it's like a kitchen, like an open plan, to where you can sort of like talk and sit in the living room and see what's going on in the kitchen. And she's like popping popcorn bags that she just has. So how was your night? Murderer.
Well, hey. You accuse me of a lot of things.
Okay, you're like, you're hiring assassins. You've got a lot going on here.
Cass, as you are hanging out with Valora in the kitchen, this woman comes out from this bedroom. Valora, you recognize as the woman that you just put to bed. She's just, where am I? What is this place?
Oh. I'm too drunk for this. Cass, you have been solving all my problems, so she just like gestures. Fix this too.
Cass lets out a sigh. You shouldn't be out of bed.
I need... And she points to this picture of a wall of Rome, and it's like, I need this man. I need him.
Oh, I didn't do it right. Oh no.
Who is this man? I need him.
That's a painting, baby.
That is... Oh my, Laura.
I mean, I tried. She says from the kitchen.
That is someone you used to know.
And a tear comes down from her eye, and she goes, this is gonna sound crazy, sir. I don't know where I am or how I got here, but when I look at this man, I feel like I need to drink his blood.
Gross.
I think we need to get you some help. Here, why don't you sit down?
She goes and sits down,
Hmm.
Do you want popcorn?
Feel like she needs to go to a hospital or something.
I know a hospital. It's called Hospital Death. It sounds suspicious, but it's totally not suspicious. Here's popcorn. He walks over.
You all hear footsteps in the over by the door.
How
and then the
many
door shut
people are
behind
here?
those footsteps.
Who else is here?
Who else is in my house? Hello? I turn around.
You see that same Toreador from before, this time in a beautiful black dress.
Oh no, I'm too drunk. Do you want wine?
Valora, I'm here to take you out of the city.
But it's not tomorrow and I haven't watched a movie yet.
We can watch a movie tonight.
At my new place?
We
Can
do have a
Cass
place
come
for
over?
you. James Castle, would you like to come over too?
This is this lady's house. She can figure it out.
And who is this?
That's
Uh,
Tanya. What's her name?
a problem.
What kind of a problem, James Castle?
One that seems to think of Roman fondly.
A slut. I tried to wipe her memory.
Ma'am.
It didn't work. Yeah. Oh.
Does the name Roman mean anything to you? She goes, no. But is that the name of the man in the picture? And she points. How do you know the name of that man in the picture? I don't. I know him. Do you feel like you need to drink his blood? Yes? I see. In that instance, this woman, Simone, grabs this mortal by the head and snaps her neck.
Well, that's the hospital death.
She then looks and goes, Valora, please.
Is
Come.
it not called hospital death? Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Can I get my clothes?
Of course.
Okay, I gotta pack. It's gonna take like 7 business days.
Make it
I
quick.
can speed it up and make it like 7 business minutes, though.
That sounds good.
Okay. She's just like wobbling around, sort of leaving Cass and her alone while she's clearly throwing things together.
Yes. Well done, James Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Valora gets to be free. And, it's a good thing.
May I ask? Did you see it happen?
Saw enough of it.
She smiles at that and says, I'm glad.
Yeah.